Okay, so instead of any aerial battle, I'm just going to do a quick takeoff and landing in simulator mode. So simulator mode is pretty self-descriptive, but I don't have a joystick, so I have to use this virtual joystick with my mouse, which is very awkward for me. It doesn't give me as much control over the aircraft as I would like, but I think I can do this. Yeah. I hardly play simulator mode because of that. It's really hard for me to aim and fly the aircraft, so I don't have much practice in it. But yeah. So to start off with, you start on your airfield with your engine turned off. So you just press a button and turn it on. And then you throttle up and go. Snap. Okay, so when you're taking off, the torque of your engine causes you to drift left, so you have to apply rudder to keep going straight until you take off. Alright. So that little aircraft carrier right there in front of us is the carrier I'm going to attempt to land on. So all of the instruments in the cockpit actually work for their intended function, but I do not know what most of them do or indicate because obviously in a Japanese airplane I cannot read Japanese, but some of these are pretty obvious, like the artificial horizon indicator right there, and the heading and bearing indicator in the center, but other than that, I'm pretty clueless. Oh yeah, and dead center you have your pip, aiming pip, holographic pip, and iron sights for the guns. Now when you actually shoot the guns, if you look in the top right, you can see the recoil from the guns slows you down a little bit, so that's pretty neat. Anyway, I'm gonna try my landing. Oh yeah, and another thing with the engine torque again, that when you're flying, if you're flying at full speed, you're probably not flying completely level. At least in the plane I'm in. So if you see when I suddenly throttle up, my plane tilts due to the torque, and if I suddenly throttle down, it tilts to the right due to the loss of torque. But yeah, I want to be going at about 30% throttle and lower my gear. And my landing flaps. Let's even come down, I think. Coming down. I think I'm too far away. Yeah, I have to up my throttle to like 50 now. So these carriers right here in not Navy Field, in War Thunder, the carriers that you take off and land on are escort carriers. They're not full fleet carriers. Like, they're pretty small. Actual fleet carriers like the Kaga and the Kagi and the Shokaku and Zuikaku would be, I think, about 3 times as big as these carriers, so they're kind of difficult to land on. But I'm gonna try it. would be like my second successful landing in Simulator Battle, if I can actually land it. It's really easy in arcade and realistic because I can use third-person view, but not so much in Simulator. I think my approach and speed are good. So, just gonna throttle down a little bit too much, I think, 35. Yeah, that lost me a lot of altitude. No. Okay. Oh snap. Oh snap again. Alright, just coast in. And got it. Nice. That was a really crappy landing, but whatever. I made it. And as you can see on the deck right there, they have the arrestor cables stretched out across the flight deck. And the arrestor cables, they catch the hook on the tail end of your plane, and that's what stops planes on aircraft carriers. So yeah, and then when you get repaired and rearmed on the carrier, it's the same deal. You have to turn on your engine and take off. So yeah, that's that. Nice.